What is going on, guys, and welcome to my Smite Jungle guide for Mercury. Now the structure of this guide has changed slightly since my previous guides. I've combined the pros and cons section and the tips and tricks section, so I'm going to be going over tips and tricks with gameplay clips and stuff while I'm going over the pros and cons, rather than just having text come up on screen, which should hopefully make the guide a bit more entertaining to watch and easier to sort of take in. But other than that, it's going to be the same with the how to build section following that. So without further ado, let's get into it. First thing to note about Mercury is that he is an auto attack based god, and here's a really useful thing you can do with this 3, which is to throw the enemy into a wall and then use your 2, which allows you to get a few auto attacks off before they can start attacking you. His advantages are that he has great mobility, which is sort of shared with many other junglers. That's a really key factor in jungle, and also he has good CC with his ult being able to stun, as you can see there, and then using his 3 to stop the enemy escaping. He also has great gank potential because of his ability to sort of initiate with the CC and then also chase with his ult and also his 3, and also secure a kill with his 1 if he needs to. Here's a really good thing you can do, which is to ult out of the jungle onto lane. You can do that on either side of the map, which means that they just can't see you coming or be prepared for it. And here you just see me go up behind Neath and El Kwong, I believe it was, and then just use my 3 to throw them back down the lane. Now here I could have used my ult to secure the kill, but I ended up not needing to, although that is something that Mercury can do really well if he needs to. His disadvantages are that he has very low health, which does mean that he can get picked off, especially early game when he has even lower health, and you won't have any life steal or anything like that. And also that he uses his escapes to do damage. In this situation, I managed to use my ult really well to escape. I managed to use it, and you're CC immune in your ult, so the Neath ult, I believe, was what hit me, didn't stun me, otherwise I would have been dead there. But here I'd used my 3 already in combat, so it wasn't up, so I had to use my ult to escape, and if my ult had been down I would have been absolutely screwed. Although I could have used my purification beads to get a 5-second cooldown on my dash, which is my 3, and used that, although sometimes it has more than 5 seconds, so that wouldn't have helped at all. So one thing to note about Mercury's 3 is that if you are trying to throw the enemy into their tower, it's not going to work. They are just going to go straight through it. Now in this situation I completely forgot about that, but luckily I was still able to get out alive and get the kill as well. So now on to what you want to be building on Mercury. Now his starter build I'm not going to go over too much. You can go and see my basic jungle guide on my channel for why I select these items as starter builds and stuff like that. But you basically want to get Bummer's Mask, a health potion and a mana potion. Then you have 2 options. You can either get Hand of the Gods level 2 or Boots level 1 and Hand of the Gods level 1, which is what I would personally recommend. Now his core items, these are the ones that you don't want to change. You always want to get these items are Warrior Tabi, because that gives you some early power and also movement speed, and as I said, mobility is key in jungle. Now Golden Bow is going to give you some early crit chance, which is really useful on Mercury. You want to basically build him around crit chance and stuff like that. And also Golden Bow allows you to hit multiple minions at once with your auto attacks, which helps you clear camps quicker. And then Deathbringer is just known. If you go in crit, you always go Deathbringer because it just makes your crits hit insanely high and also gives you 50 physical power as well. Now some people might say that you should get Rage before Deathbringer, but you have a small amount of crit chance given to you with Golden Bow as well, so you don't really need to go Rage before going straight into Deathbringer. So the next item you want to be building on Mercury is Malice. Now a lot of people might be saying, why not get Rage? Well, the reason to get Malice is because 1, it gives you more physical power than Rage does. I think it's an extra 20 on top of what Rage gives you. Also, you don't need the extra critical chance from Rage because you've already got 2 crit items built, and third off, the damage over time that you get with Malice's passive when you crit an enemy is really useful. So now to the optional items. If you are against a team of mages and squishies and stuff that do a ton of damage really quickly but are really easy to kill, you might want to get Bloodforge, because that's going to allow you to sustain in team fights longer and heal up off killing enemies. If the team is really tanky, like they have a lot of bruisers and stuff like that, and you're struggling to do damage, you might want to get Titan's Bane, which is going to help penetrate through their armor. Now in terms of protections, if the enemy team has a load of CC, you might want to get Magi's Blessing, which I think it's every 60 seconds is going to give you immunity to 1 hard crowd control effect, like a stun or something like that. Or if the enemy team has a load of physical damage dealers, say they're running 2 ADCs, 1 in Dur lane and then 1 in mid or something like that, you will want to get Witchblade, because not only does it give you physical protection, I believe it also reduces their attack speed, which is going to help your team out a lot as well. So just a quick note about which actives you want to be buying on Mercury. Now I'd recommend you build your Hand of the Gods into Fist of the Gods, and that's going to allow you to stun the enemy and really help you get some of those auto attacks off. As you see here, I stunned Neath with Fist of the Gods because I knew she was about to backflip, and that allowed me to pick up the kill. Second off, I'd recommend you get Purification Beads, because not only does that give you CC immunity and like get you free from a stun, but it can also help if you're in a tricky situation and your dash is on cooldown. It reduces all cooldowns by 5 seconds, which can be enough just to get that dash up and help you escape. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If not, let me know why in the comments. I'm always trying to improve the guides based on the feedback you guys give me. But if you did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe, it really helps me out, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.